in the car with 3 screens and a surround sound symphony sending you somewhere sunny, driving takes a back seat to swiping and replying. And while you're eating and taking a sip from your drink, more than 14% of fatal and injury crashes are being caused by distracted driving. This is distracted driving for real. Let's start driving for real. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Imagine a healthier, more active, physically fit version of yourself. If you've been putting off getting into shape, now is the time with the Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-Week Challenge. Our program combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to help you achieve your fitness goals. And ticket listeners, you can get $150 off your enrollment. Next 10-week challenge begins on April 12th. You can get all the info at fxblincoln.com. Don't wait any longer. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
LES wants your feedback. Help shape your electric utility's direction and priorities by taking an anonymous online survey. Make your voice heard before the survey closes on April 30th at les.com/survey.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
3-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work. I say, yeah. I say, yeah. Yeah, now I'm out. Yeah,
What's going on?
You don't need music. You gotta turn the music off.
Yeah, the music's turning.
The music's turning.
All right.
Now go. I say, yeah. I say, yeah. I say,
hey.
What? What's going on? Oh, man, you have no rhythm. Yeah. You were singing it. You hear the song, it sound good. Yeah, but then once you came in, it didn't sound good anymore.
What makes you the rhythm doctor?
Well, I've been dancing for a long time.
I've
never you know I could dance, and I've never seen.
Well, just say you grew up in Nebraska, huh?
I never seen you. You grew up in Georgia. You should be able to dance.
We don't dance. We just do this. You know
what?
You ever heard they don't dance no more? They don't dance no more.
I haven't heard. They don't dance anymore in this day. Have you been to the club? When's the last time you was at the club? What about you, Bach? When's the last time you was at the club?
Probably 6 years ago, maybe or so.
Was they dancing, or was it just kind of conversating?
There can be some dancing, yeah.
Well, I went. A lot of people holding the wall up.
So I tell you what,
talking.
I went downtown.
Hey, buddy,
I went down
on?
I went down in the Haymarket one time to a bar. I probably stayed there 5 minutes. First of all, guy pants was way below his butt.
Oh yeah,
and I don't know if he was throwing up gang signs or what. Bark, he was just
scared you.
Yeah, I just said, nah, not my type of crowd anymore.
You didn't think that was the way to go?
Nah, I was like, well, I know I'm too old, but now this really, it's just they're rude. People are rude now when you go out. I mean, they bump into you. It's just little things can spark me, and I don't want to be that spark.
Not you.
Yeah, I mean, you never
rub you the wrong way, it's over.
I mean, yeah, you never
Really?
I mean, I don't promote violence.
I
but
thought you were a good guy.
No, I don't promote violence, but my hands are still quick.
It says Sand Hills Global Youth Complex.
Hey, look, you heard what I said.
Grandpa of the sweet one.
Yeah,
ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing sweet about it.
Yeah,
you know, I'm just saying, my hands are still still legit. You know, that's why I don't go out.
I get that. You're right.
And you
that's
know,
why I don't go out. It's not worth it.
I mean,
somebody's gonna try to take a shot on you.
I mean, it's not that.
Yeah,
I just don't want to put. I just don't put myself in that situation anymore.
Right,
I mean, if I was 30 years old or 25,
50 now.
Yeah, I'm 50. Ain't no going
got
out.
No business in nobody's club.
My going out is going in the living room and playing Call of Duty for about an hour, and it's night time. Did I tell you I could chat again?
Well,
I'm going to see how long it lasts.
Who did you have to apologize to?
I don't have to apologize to anybody. I have to wait.
Oh, you got to do it.
But I came back. I came back with a vengeance.
You have 2 weeks sentence?
14 days.
14, yeah, 2 weeks.
But I still, I told you I know how to get through all that, though.
Well, you got to play, but you didn't get to talk.
Yeah, I did get to talk.
Oh, you for
It's a glitch. It's a glitch.
But now that you full-fledged, what did you learn from your 2-week stint in no talking jail? What you learn?
What I learned?
You know, you get because anytime that you get a
Nothing,
trip in the Russians, you got to learn something.
What I did do, I upgraded to a Prestige 4, and that made my competition level a little bit better. And now I'm averaging probably 10 to 12 a game.
10 to 12 what?
Kills.
Oh my God.
I didn't want to say it, but you know.
Yeah.
How many people really play the game?
Obviously.
How many people really play?
Yeah. How many people really and truly
It's
play?
probably,
like Bach, do you play?
Call of Duty.
Call
of Duty is probably one of the most popular games. Probably one of the most how can I say it? Probably comes second to college football in money wise. I can tell you that. Sale wise, it's probably the most bought thing besides college football.
I just cannot sit for 2 hours, 3 hours playing a video game anymore. I can't do it. I don't have the patience for it.
Well, it's like
it's therapeutic for some people, right?
For me, it is. I mean, it's just like somebody sitting around knitting for 3 hours. You know,
you compared yourself to knitting. Well, that's what my grandma used to do.
Yeah,
I never thought
it's like
knitting. Give me something. Use something different. Don't use
out there gardening. You go out there and garden for 3 hours. I'm going to play Call of Duty for 3 hours.
But I'm actually doing something.
I'm actually doing something
that's going to bring forth fruit.
I'm actually
vegetables.
Doing something.
You know, there's going to be something that's going to be brought from it. In the course of this game, the only thing that's brought forth is after you kill, turn it off, turn it back on, you back at it again. That's it. That's all you do. Every time it's a new adventure every day, right?
Well,
see, with a garden, you got to plant it, weed it, water it if you have to, weed it some more,
but you don't have anybody. You don't have
make
anybody.
It look good, make it raise up, and all that good stuff.
You don't have anybody to talk to while you're doing that, though.
Yeah, it's people that'll come help you guard.
Well, like I said, I got 4 people in the game, 3 other people.
You don't know.
You never been chat band gardening yet?
No, never.
No.
Yeah,
you don't know.
Unless I play with my son or some people or my friends.
The last time you played the game, which would have been this morning,
yes,
sometime, exactly. Did you know anybody that you was playing with?
No, but they was a great group of guys. They was and we played probably 8-9 games together.
See there?
But when you continually run it back with them people, that means y'all can play together. If you just a one game wonder and just I play one game and I go to another squad. No, if I really like this squad, I'm gonna stay with them until I get off the game.
Yeah, you make
I don't play with some guys for 2 or 3 hours. Hey, I gotta go, y'all. Thanks for my enjoyment.
Are you on the game as the black shirt Terrell Farley too?
Black shirt 43. And you know I get all the and guess what people ask me?
Buck,
what is a black shirt?
He's a celebrity paying COD. They ask you what's a black shirt. What you say?
Huh?
What do you say?
They don't know all that.
What's the answer to them asking you what's a black shirt 43? I don't believe you. I don't believe you stuttering. You stuttering.
If I told you, you wouldn't understand it. That's what I tell them.
Well, it's mostly not college football fans or Husker fans. It's just random people around the world.
Just random people.
So they won't know what that means.
Yeah, they don't know what to do. They say, what is a black shirt? I say, well, it's a football thing. You don't know what you want.
I don't believe that.
I have told some people
you believe that he didn't go into what a black shirt 43 was?
Well, I got a character on there, so they say, "Oh,
See?
it's black shirt," but he doesn't have on a black shirt. So that's the stupid stuff I get with it.
That's what I'm saying. I just couldn't. So anyway, you played the game today. Guess what? What's the longest you've ever been without the game? Have you ever fasted from the game?
Yeah, when I probably didn't pay my cable bill.
I'm saying,
For
have
about 3 days.
have you ever said, I'm not playing the game for a week?
No, I take it with me.
Really?
Even if I go out of town, I take it with me. I got to.
Okay.
I got to. I took it to Indiana with me when I went to go visit my grandbaby.
My hands are up, sir. No problem. I'm not here to shoot down your PlayStation.
Yeah, you want.
I was just wondering. I was just trying to get my mind around it because in 2005,
and if it breaks, and
I retired from the game,
and I have a good guy that can work on it if it do breaks. I done been a week without it because I had to take it to the shop. But
that's a lie.
Pick it up, take it. It don't work. Take it right back to him.
Do you have a backup game?
Yeah, called Walmart.
No, I'm saying, how many games do you have of the PlayStation 4s at home? 5s? What is it? What are they on?
5.
They're on 5. You got a 4 at home?
We got a 4, but I don't play it.
Oh, it's obsolete.
I don't know. I don't even know where it is.
Bach, you got any gaming stations at home?
I still have a PlayStation 4.
Do you really?
I think an Xbox 360 and my VR headset like I was talking about the other day. Yeah.
Is those VRs real strong?
That's pretty
good?
Pretty steady.
That's what you need with the box.
Nah, I'm good. When the last time you had the VRs on?
Maybe a week ago or so.
See? That you would be good in a VR boxing. You just you could be in the living room.
I don't want to be in no virtual reality world. I don't. I feel like we're already in the virtual reality world as we live today. Anyway, the fact that
you're gonna get you just don't know what they probably got in store for us for the next 30 years in this life.
What you mean? In store for us for the next 30, man. Come on.
Probably be people heads with robot bodies.
Where is
you
AI taking over?
Hey, you never know.
About to do that.
Hey, I'm saying
AI and human.
Hey, I just seen
stop it.
That doctors brought a dog back from its thing. Like
brought it back from what?
From the dead. I did.
Oh man! You almost made me walk off the show.
Look, I will show you.
I will show you. It'd be a good since Friday. I'm
when
done.
we go on break. I seen it. I seen it on the news.
No,
I seen it. Yes, I did.
What news do you watch? Was it Channel 6, 7, 3?
No, I don't do local
Fox
news.
42?
No.
Well, you might want to because where is this happening? Columbus, Georgia?
No.
Where?
I do world.
I'm just saying, you said brought a dog back like the dog was out of there?
I don't do the North Omaha Times. What are you talking about?
You just brought a
North
farce.
Omaha Glaze.
Do you believe that, Bob? Do you believe him?
The AI or about the dog?
Yes.
I think that I know what he's talking about is that they brought there's some type of wolf or
the white dog, yeah.
That
what
was
do you mean
close
they
to
brought
extinct,
it back?
and now they've been able to.
They didn't bring it back from the dead.
I don't think they brought it back
what
from the dead.
What are you talking about, man?
They
now, brought the gene back. They figured out the gene.
Okay, right. So when they figure you out, then they're gonna bring you back with just the head, Rashawn Bach.
Man.
See, I see a future where we all are virtual and we stay in our little pods and we just lay there and we don't have to wake up, and then we send our virtual person out to do work. And then they won't get, like, if anybody gets hurt, it would be the virtual person. Got to get a new virtual person. You're safe back in your pod.
You got to be kidding. Are you kidding me right now?
I think that'll happen.
Seriously? Are you guys serious? A pod?
I think so, yeah.
In what year? 20 years from now?
I wouldn't, no.
30.
Well, it depends on
you
how
saying
fast
it like you going to see
intelligence.
it. You saying it like you're going to see this.
Yeah, I could probably see it happening in my life.
How many years?
Maybe 40 years.
So 40 years from now, you'll be how old?
75.
Do you actually think you want to get into virtual reality at 75 years old?
Well,
you'll be stuck, you'll be stuck there.
Regional text line. Look at that. Hey, everybody, see? You don't watch news. That's what you don't watch.
It's true, Captain. They brought back the dire wolf from extinction 10,000 years ago. Okay, so they can bring back the dinosaurs too.
Nobody wants to see a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Hey, do you know what a dire wolf is?
Do you want to see a big?
Hold up. Stop for a second. See, you get what you asked for now. Do you want to? Have you seen a dire wolf? He's not a regular wolf.
Yeah.
No, it's not just a regular old. That thing probably got a deep voice. Anyway, it is not the same thing as a regular wolf. We wouldn't be talking about it. It's a dire wolf.
Yeah.
I don't know. They brought it back. Who brought it back?
Scientists.
Did you look up the dire wolf and what it looks like?
Yeah.
That's the same little wolf.
Well, you talking about
I thought it was one of those big 250-pound behemoth.
See, you talking about one of those, huh?
Yeah, those is regular wolves. So basically, it's the white trait wolf. Is that what I'm hearing? Anyway, let's play. Let's get into. We got a good show. It's a Good Sense Friday. Welcome to the Captain
Before
Show.
we go, let's.
What
you want to go to?
Break? No.
You
want to go to what?
You want to go to who? We supposed
man,
do first?
If you just just chill. I got it. Man,
I was just gonna ask you a couple questions and see can we run it next. Yeah,
well, ask me
because I just got something I want to talk about. I want you to.
Oh, you don't have questions. You got something that it actually turns out that something you want to talk about.
No,
come on.
So Tennessee quarterback skipped practice Friday. Today.
He
makes $204 million a year.
$204 million.
2.4. My bad. 2.4.
My goodness, Tennessee.
Yeah, he made $2.4 million. He's skipping practice today. He wants a new contract. He wants $4 million a year.
How many years he got left?
3. He's a freshman.
You better pay him.
So he's a 6'6" sophomore. Threw for 2,600 yards last year, 19 TDs, 5 interceptions, 109 carries for 358 yards, 3 TDs.
You ever think we ever come to the point where the players are strike? Because basically this is what this is.
This is
him saying, give me my money or I'm getting up out of here because I know about 4 other schools that'll give me $4 million.
And see, you know why? This is why I say make the cap at $1 million for every position, the highest. And you won't have a problem. They don't have no choice but to stay.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I would show them where the door is. I'd let them go.
Yeah.
You signed the contract. Let's see what you do this year. This is how I would handle it as a coach. We signed this. This is what we signed for. I want you to honor this year. Let's see where it goes. We have a great year. We'll renegotiate next year. But I wouldn't let this be a distraction. I just wouldn't. And like I said, remember when we talked about distraction, the number one distraction? Money.
Yeah, $2.4 million.
Money. He won $4 million.
$4 million.
You think 2.4 is enough for a college student? No. And most people say, oh, I think the players should get their money. Really? Because if I was the players, I'd be trying to figure out how we could all come together and start a union.
I ain't heard nothing about education. I just keep talking about money.
You will never hear education again. It's not about education anymore. The college is not about college football. I'm gonna be very specific.
How can you not win?
It's not about education.
How can you not put yourself in a winning position as an administration, as a person like you who says a cap need to be on it because it's getting outrageous? If you cap every position, the highest you can pay them is $1 million, and that's every school.
I think that's a good idea.
Not just one school, not just one position. That's every position, every school. $1 million the most because this is not the pros.
But again, if $1 million is the most, how many of those $1 million are you paying out?
It doesn't matter as long as you get
your
money.
You ain't got that kind of money.
Who don't? You get $20 million now
across the school.
That's okay. That's okay.
Bro, who you think paying $20 million?
Ohio State had a $20 million roster. Texas Tech just spent $10-15 million. $3 million on a basketball player.
All right. I mean, say what you want. I'm just simply saying, if I'm in that position, I'm somehow talking to him because now it's becoming to be a distraction for the football team. For the football team, you know what else is being? It's becoming to be a bad apple because he is going to be the start of somebody else saying, oh, especially if they cave and give him the money. If they give him the $4 million, do you think he's the last one that's getting ready to do it?
Well, if you put a cap on it, he will be the last one.
Let's stop saying if you put a cap. They're not going to put a cap on it.
Well, they're talking about something. They can put a cap on it.
Who is they?
It's a judge that's in control of this.
When you was talking about this they're supposed to be signing the agreement or whatever, right? Then before they signed the agreement, at what point did they say, the people in the room, whoever that was, we probably should put a cap on how much these players can get? So if they're not going to do that in the beginning of it, they're not doing it at the end because we're the ones talking about it, not them. What makes you think they're going to put a cap on it?
I believe they will put one on it probably in the next year or so. I think they need to.
Well, they will if you have another guy like this. If you have multiple guys who basically want to renegotiate their contracts, then they're going to put a cap on it because it's going to start to affect the football organizations as a whole. Could you imagine if the kid holds out? Who's the backup?
Probably not that good.
That's what I'm saying. Probably 6'2". My point is, I think we're getting into dangerous territory when it comes to college football and it's NIL, collective, $20 million, all this other stuff, and you don't have parameters to guide it. You don't have contracts that bind these young men in for 4 years or 2 years or whatever it is. I think that you're making a grave mistake. You put a contract when these kids come in, they got to go to school anyway. So why wouldn't you sign them to a 4-year deal with a 1-year option?
I just think everything's going to be a year deal now. Because you can get that.
There's no stability in that.
Yeah, it's
why would I ever want to go to a school and get a 1-year deal with that hanging over my head that if I don't perform, I could get sliced? Nah, I'm good. I don't think that's high pressure football. That's worse than the pros.
I think if you put a cap on it, you make it even for everybody else. Because you can't go say, hey, Bob, I'm going to give you $2 million to come here. Okay. You've been telling me all year, Bob, I'm coming. Next thing you know, Ohio State comes with 2.5. Guess what happened, Bob? You leaving. Now, Ohio State can't offer everybody $1 million. They can't get 3 cornerbacks and offer them $1 million each, Bob. But you know what? Nebraska can offer one of those 5 stars $1 million and snatch them. So that you need to even down the line with all this $2.4 million, $780,000 for 1 year. It's a bunch of baloney.
Yeah, well, you better get a contract.
I'm just saying.
You need a contract, man. You can't cap this and cap that.
There's no way.
And there's going to be so much. Nebraska's $20 million is different than New Mexico's $20 million.
That's New Mexico, not different than Colorado $1 million. I'm just saying, man.
When we get back,
there's no way these kids should be making millions of dollars while I play broke. I'm just saying.
Oh, don't get to crying now. You need to go
Roman
and get a part of that
sardines.
lawsuit if you're going to get to crying.
Well, they're not going that far back.
The class action lawsuit. Yeah, they'll go back. All you got to do is start it. Come on, Captain. Start it up. It's the Captain Show. Good Sense Fridays, 93.7 The Ticket. Listen, when we get back, we'll hear from Coach Holgerson. We'll also hear from Coach C.J. Barthel and those great running backs and see what they are kind of work they're putting in. We'll be right back.
Hey Stars fans, I'm Matthew Malte, captain of your Lincoln Stars. Thank you so much for your support of us all season. Don't miss our last regular season home game Friday, April 11th, when we host the Tri-City Storm at 7:05 at the Icebox. Be here to win prizes throughout the night and to cheer the boys on. Purchase your tickets for April 11th now at LincolnStars.com.
You grew up on cereal for breakfast and you graduated into drinking coffee at some point as an adult. Now there's a place in Lincoln where you can stay caffeinated but eat like you used to. Control Coffee and Cereal Bar brings Saturday morning vibes to every day with locally roasted specialty coffees, Lotus energy drinks, and tons of breakfast cereals with toppings. And did we mention they have video games to play while you're there too? Control Coffee and Cereal Bar open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the weekends at 15th and Pine Lake.
Imagine a healthier, more active, physically fit version of yourself. If you've been putting off getting into shape, Now is the time with the Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping 10-Week Challenge. Our program combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching to help you achieve your fitness goals. And ticket listeners, you can get $150 off your enrollment. The next 10-week challenge begins on April 12th. You can get all the info at fxblincoln.com. Don't wait any longer. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall, Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com, because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with light winds. Afternoon high around 68. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds, low near 46. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It'll be windy and warm with an afternoon high near 80. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln. Always honest answers.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Amon Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a four-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats, including Amon Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Vershawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Email Jake at theticketfm.com for more questions or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Early bird registration goes through April 20th, and overall registration goes through May 30th.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's becoming a wild ride in the car market these days, but Koppel wants to let you know and assure you that we are staying the course with our usual We've got huge discounts and low interest rates, so let's get after it. We've got over $12,500 off list price or 0% APR right now on select new vehicles. New and pre-owned, our lots are full, so now's the time to buy. Please stop on in the dealership or check us out at couplecars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G187747. All deals with roof credit.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Okay, fine. I'll start. Distracted driving. Who does it?
Ew.
Gross.
Could you not?
Okay, Dad.
So what I'm hearing is no one ever drives distracted.
I mean, barely.
Maps.
More than 14% of all fatal and injury crashes are caused by distracted drivers. This is distracted driving for real. Let's start driving for real. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Back with Vershawn Jackson. Powered by Bauer. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da, da-da.
Yeah.
Da-da.
Before we get to Mike Holgerson and the other coach CJ, I just wanted to go touch this again. Tennessee's backup quarterbacks. Let's just listen. They have a 6'3", 215-pound Jake Merklinger, redshirt freshman, who's threw a combined last year. He was 6 for 9 for 48 yards, no touchdowns. Okay. 7 rushes for 22 yards. That's the next guy. So you tell me if that don't mess up your organization as a football organization. Hold on, let me go a little deeper. Let's go to George McIntyre. He's the third string guy. He has nothing. He's a true freshman. He's 6'6", 190 though. You think they want to throw their name into the fire and ride out with a 6'6", 290-pound freshman? Mm-hmm. Or do they want to go with that redshirt sophomore? I could have swore Tennessee made it to the dance, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So if he led them to making them to the dance, is it public knowledge what these guys are getting? Like, can you go look up and see what Dylan Raiola is getting?
No, you can see their valuation, but you don't know exactly.
That means nothing.
Yeah.
Well, it's close. I mean,
it's not close.
I mean, it's probably.
It's not close. No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not close. It's not close. You mean to tell me that a guy that's evaluated for $5 million? So let's say that Dylan Raiola is evaluated. We giving him $5 million a year? That's what you telling me?
No.
Okay, then. So the evaluation don't necessarily mean that's what they're getting. I'm talking about with an NFL contract, I can go see every detail of NFL contracts. So you're in college, you can't see anything. You don't know what these guys are getting paid until guys like this come out and say, hey, I want $4 million, not 2.4.
By the way, Dylan's NIL valuation is 2.3 million, according to On3.
Yeah. You think he's getting 2.3?
I couldn't say. I don't know.
Do you think he's getting 2.3?
Probably close to it.
Really?
Probably 1.5.
Why would you ever want to leave college?
Matt Rule said it
football?
costs between $1.5 and $2 million for a quarterback.
Okay, well, $2 million. Well, how are we over $2 million now?
Well, that's going to go up every year.
Now, here's the problem. Let's say Dylan has a great year this year. I hate to even put this out in the atmosphere, but I am, for the sake of radio. He has a great year. Takes us to 10-2. We get into the dance, which would be crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does he come back next year and says, I want $5 million?
He deserves it. That's what they'll say.
He might.
Okay. So if you're going to give somebody $5 million of $20 million, you down 15. And you ain't hit basketball, wrestling, you ain't hit no other sport but one player. That's what I'm telling you. Collectives, I get it, but if you telling me these collectives can afford to pay players $5 million, I'm telling you it's not true. I don't believe it. They got the guy at Miami who I don't know, he is the own collective because he's got hundreds of millions of dollars and he loves Miami and he loves giving away his money, I guess. But what's to stop Dylan, if he has a great year, of saying, I want $5 million. This is what we're getting into. This is what's happening. Let's go to Coach Holgerson and hear what our offensive coordinator, which I think is going to be a very, very integral part of this football team. I think the offense is the best part of this football team, and I'm not saying that because I'm biased. I would rather be saying that the defense is better. I'm telling you at this junction, to me, the offense is better because that offensive line is playing better than I've ever seen them play. They're playing together. And I'm talking they look better than they did last year, to me. So, without further ado, Bot, you want to set it up?
Yeah, let's see what Dana Holgerson thinks about the initial impressions of that O-line and where they are right now.
Yeah, they got yelled at a lot today. they're getting you can tell it's practice number 9, and with it being as physical as it's been, we're starting to get some guys that are feeling it a little bit, and had a little stomach bug going on too, which knocked a couple of guys out, which is, I thought we would pull the plug on the third group and we didn't. So that good for those guys of, having to play more snaps. All those young guys and new guys, just the more snaps that they can log, the better it's going to be. So, just really happy with that group as far as hanging in there and just giving it everything that they got. It doesn't always look good, but we talk a lot about, really focusing on your technique, and those guys, it may take years. I mean, the old adage, you put young kids at the O-line position into the program and you just kind of forget about them for a couple of years because it takes so long for that group, that position to, get bigger, understand the technique and just work technique so much over the course of years to where it starts making sense and you start getting good at it. So a lot of those guys still got, a couple years to go. The good news is we got 4 guys over there that are all injured that are going to be back in the summer, and so we'll be able to add 4 veteran guys that have logged a lot of snaps. So I'm encouraged with that happening in June.
I mean, when you hear from him, there's not much you can say. And I feel like all year long, as this football season goes, we want to definitely bring back, make sure that we hear from our coaches because those are the guys who lead the program. And what they say is what we need to be holding on to. You got another one?
Yeah, here's about Justin Evans at center specifically.
With Justin, I've been very happy with it. The snaps, the snaps need to improve a little bit, which is, not surprising because you've been playing guard, right? But very happy with his mentality. He's taken over a leadership role. When I was here for the 2 months last year, I don't think he said one word. Like I never heard him talk in the huddle. I never heard him. I mean, he played well. He was physical, but now he's kind of coming out of that. He's always been kind of an undersized overachiever, and I'm like, you got to get that mindset out of your head. I mean, you are a dude. He can be as good a center that exists in college football. I firmly believe that, so really happy with his progress. And, you can see quite a bit of a drop off when the other guys get in. They're all young and just need a ton of reps. That's what I said about the O-line a little bit ago. Those 3 are a prime example of that.
Yeah, and he's a bulldog, man. He's a little pit bull. It's not, again, me and Terrell, we can't be the first to say that size matters. It don't. It matters what you got inside. And do you know what you're doing? Know how. So I like the center situation. Again, I told you offensive line starts with the center. If you don't have a bulldog at center, all the great teams that put up numbers and records, I bet you if you went back into history and went and seen where Nebraska won at least 12 games, every one of those centers was an All-American or close or all Big 8. Every one of them. Go back and look. If the team won 12 games, give me another.
All right, here we go. Here is on the transfer portal opening up next week and how his players seem to be.
I don't have a clue what that's going to look like. I mean, we have so many kids getting so many reps. Nobody's complaining. You know, everybody's giving effort. Everybody's got opportunities to play. Everybody's got opportunities to show us what they got. I mean, if I was anybody on this football team, there would not be anything that I would be upset about, because you're repping. You know, the way that they're treated here is unreal compared to what I've been used to. You know, I think you could ask Isaiah when he comes up here, like how we're treated here compared to how we're treated, like how others are able to do things for these young men. So, you know, Nebraska is a great place with, you know, unreal resources, and these kids, if they choose to, they can benefit from this every day.
Well, I don't agree with that one now, because it's okay. If I see a way I can make my team better, and I'm a coach, and if I see a player that gets into the transfer portal and that player's better than the guy I got at that spot, I got to do what's best for the team. Plain and simple. You can say what you want to say, but it's 5 or 6 other guys better at a spot that I can upgrade at, and I know I can be a better team. I will go get that guy,
and then you fire the other guy.
Well, no, I mean,
you got to fire somebody. You can't go get one and don't fire
this
them.
is what
somebody getting fired.
This is what college football
Not
is
cut.
now. I mean,
cut is too easy. They're getting fired.
Well, until we find out how they're going to do this, I mean, you can load your team up. Like I said, you can still go in camp with. I mean, we hear about the grandfather clause that the judge is trying to do in college football. We don't know how far that goes for non-scholarship players. So you have to think about that. Also, when we talk about this NIL thing that has to be signed, because the judge wants the grandfather clause to slowly knock it down to 105.
Oh, so they don't want to just go bam.
They're going to come back next week. They're going to get everything together. She said she wanted to do a partial agreement.
Oh, boy.
But the NCAA...
Keep on kicking the can down the road.
But the NCAA lawyer said, hey, either we get it all or we get nothing.
Uh-oh.
So they'll be back next week with all the kinks and the paperwork to see what they can fix.
They'll allegedly be back next week.
Yeah, I mean, they already
You've been
said
hollering this April 7th date.
Well, the judge told them, hey, we'll meet. What they say about we'll
6
meet in a
months
week
now.
We'll meet in a week.
Yeah. We ain't getting nothing done.
Yeah,
nothing.
They did testimony all week.
They ain't getting nothing done. You ain't getting nothing signed. They said it's supposed to be signed on the 7th. You didn't get it signed. They kicked it down the road like we about to kick the show down the road. We'll be right back.
LES wants your feedback. Help shape your electric utility's direction and priorities by taking an anonymous online survey. Make your voice heard before the survey closes on April 30th at les.com/survey.
Hey, what are you talking about over there?
Huh?
I said, what are you talking about?
You know, Bill, I think it's time for both of us to get we should head over to Christensen Hearing Analytics.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about them. They offer a free hearing consultation and screening, affordable hearing aid prices, and a knowledgeable staff with over 30 years of experience.
Visit Christensen Hearing Analytics today in Williamsburg Village or give them a call at 402-489-3450. Christensen Hearing Analytics. A better life starts with better hearing. The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hey Stars fans, I'm Matthew Malte, captain of your Lincoln Stars. Thank you so much for your support of us all season. Don't miss our last regular season home game Friday, April 11th when we host the Tri-City Storm at 7:05 at the Icebox. Be here to win prizes throughout the night and to cheer the boys on. Purchase your tickets for April 11th now at LincolnStars.com.
Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take Dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
You grew up on cereal for breakfast and you graduated into drinking coffee at some point as an adult. Now there's a place in Lincoln where you can stay caffeinated but eat like you used to. Control Coffee and Cereal Bar brings Saturday morning vibes to every day with locally roasted specialty coffees, Lotus energy drinks, and tons of breakfast cereals with toppings. And did we mention they have video games to play while you're there too? Control Coffee and Cereal Bar open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the weekends at 15th and Pine Lake.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
I tried to hide my cigarette smoking. Then I was rushed into emergency surgery to repair the damage smoking did to my heart. It shocked everyone because they thought I was healthy. Yet because I smoked, I had a severe heart condition that nearly killed me. My tip is, you may be able to hide your smoking from the world, but you can't hide from the damage smoking does to your body.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
1, 2, what you gonna do when you get in the portal and they don't come for you? Sitting out there looking like what happened? Missouri just cashed out and said goodbye. Mekhi Bear back in the portal after just 3 months at Missouri. Let me say that one more time. Linebacker Mekhi Bear back in the portal after just 3 months at the University of Missouri. So you played spring. And what happens now to a guy like that? When you probably should have stuck around, you tested the market. I would imagine somebody gave him a lump sum up front, right? Missouri had to give him a lump sum, 50 grand, something like that. They couldn't have said, hey, we want to give you 200,000 and then he transferred, right? Come on, talk back to me. Don't get scared now.
Well,
It's tough to say
talk
what's
back to me.
in that situation. Yeah, I mean,
He transferred from the University of Nebraska,
Yeah.
which they probably gladly said goodbye, and went to Missouri, which everyone would say is a better institution and program than Nebraska right now, right?
They've had a better last couple of years. Yeah.
How come he didn't play? Great question, huh?
Well, they didn't have a game. That's one of them. But I think he might have went there expecting to be a starting player or something like that. Went through the spring and saw, well, maybe not.
Well, so now what happens to him? Where does he go now?
He'll get picked up. He's still a 4-star.
University of Nevada.
He's trending hard on 24/7.
Why though? What are you looking at?
Yeah.
The guy missed 10 tackles in 2 games last year. What are you talking about?
He's Nebraska's
And I like
fourth
Bear.
leading tackler. last year.
Absolutely. And guess what? He probably should have been the first leading tackler had he completed all of the tackles that he had that he could have made in the open field, one-on-one. Don't act like I'm the only one remember him missing tackles in the open field. I'm not the only one. Who was the most sure tackler in the open field last year?
Nobody.
You almost can't even pick him out.
Yeah.
So let's not act like transferring from the University of Nebraska and going to another school is a move up. It's not. Matter of fact, you may think it's a move up at the time, and they may give you the money. But what did you just do? If Bear stays here, he's got 2-3 years left?
Yeah, 2 years left.
2 years left.
If Bear stays here, he puts himself in a conversation, number 1, to be the starter this year. Number 2, to get drafted. Nope. He got enticed by the money and said, you know what? Somebody gave him the wrong advice, and they told him, hey, go get the money. So
110 players entered since April 1st.
Well, I thought it would have been more than that, given the fact that you got to get down to 105.
Michigan had one go in yesterday. Receiver, cornerback.
We don't need receiver cornerbacks. You need linebackers. You need when I say we need another prime time running back if you're gonna go get one. We need a big time defensive tackle, nose guard type, 300 big body dude.
Yeah, let me see what we got out here.
You think Nebraska might be interested in Bear in the portal again?
I don't know.
No. How?
Well, he's their 4th leading tackler last year.
Bro, by default. Now, you know what, Bach? Who's the first leading tackler? Who led?
Gifford did.
Think about that for a second. See, I'm getting ready to dig. Who's the second one?
Singleton.
So your 2 safeties led your team in tackles. Now, go to 1995 or 97. I don't care what year you go to, but go to 95 just because I know it's gonna really tell the tell of the tape. Go to 95. Tell me who the top 4 leading tacklers were. Watch this, Terrell. Because I can almost pick them myself. You got it, Rick? You got it? I'm not moving on until we get this answer so you guys can understand that when your safety leads the team in tackles, you're not a very good defense. You're not. Your safety should be somewhere middle of the road, not leading the team in defense unless they're the rover. Come on, Bach.
So Terrell Farley was leading the team.
What position? Linebacker. Who's number 2?
Mike Minner.
Okay. Strong safety. Rover. Who's number 3?
Jay Williams.
Jamel Williams. Linebacker. Who's number 4?
Doug Coleman.
Doug Coleman. Linebacker. You get it? That's your middle linebacker, your wheel linebacker, and your strong, your Sam. Terrell, so think about that for a second. Our starting 3 linebackers led the team in tackles. I hope you got that other one. When you go back to this year, as far as who led the team, who's number 3?
John Bullock.
Linebacker.
Yeah.
Who's 4?
Bear.
Okay. that shit flop. Or one of those guys need to be leading the team in tackles, I think. I don't think you need a safety, because if your safety is leading the team in tackles, that means that you are getting dimed up all over the field. They're missing tackles up front. You got running backs running wild. And it's simple as that. If your safety is making tackles, that means you're not tackling up front.
Who is this 52-84? We got Florida boys holding it down for us. We good. We don't need Gobert back.
What are you talking about? Oh.
Text.
I mean, I agree with that. You don't need Barry. Listen, man, if they leave, don't let them come back. You leave, you ain't coming back. If you leave voluntarily, you're not coming back. Now, if I offer you and say, hey, I don't think it's going to work out for you here, and I offer you a chance to either you can go if you want, whatever, then I'm telling you I don't want you.
Really, because you only really got 2 stand-up linebackers in this defense. I mean, your Jack got away 260, 250.
Nah.
Why not?
That Jack from Missouri that we got don't weigh no.
He's not
nothing.
a Jack.
What is he?
He's a DN.
No, he's a stand-up guy sometimes.
Yeah, but he's the DN though. The Jack linebackers is the guy. What's his name? Willis McGahee. He's
35.
Yeah, 230, 240.
Deshaun McCullough, yeah.
Deshaun McCullough, and who else back there? They moved Danny Noonan's son to that position.
He's still hurt though.
Yeah.
So I mean, what I saw was, anyway, I don't like to give away all of the secrets. We never know who's listening to the secrets, Bob. The secrets. All right, we didn't get no Holgerson in that round, did we?
Not that round.
All right. We had a sidebar. Gus Mohawk says, I think Van Poppel is the guy in the middle. I like him. You don't need more than Van Poppel, though. 93.7 The Ticket, Captain Show. We'll be right back.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Salt Mine City is not only Lincoln's newest brewery, but they're also now serving food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their peanut butter and jelly burger with bacon and cheddar cheese, or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. Don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 11 a.m. every day but Mondays at 8th and R.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK. Make flying easy.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with light winds. An afternoon high around 68. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds, low near 46. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It'll be windy and warm with an afternoon high near 80. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and TicketFM.com.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option. Join Nebraska softball for another action-packed weekend on April 18th and 19th as they face Indiana at Bowlin Stadium. The top 25 ranked Huskers are hot and ready to show off their dominance in the Big Ten during this two-game series. Plus, Saturday is Kids Day. There will be family activities throughout the game and an egg hunt with the team after the final out. You won't want to miss this weekend at the ballpark, April 18th and 19th. For event and ticket information, head to huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, four-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Now's the perfect time to get even stronger at Planet Fitness. Save $28 or more when you join today for just $1 down, $15 a month. Mix up your routine or create a customized workout plan with free fitness training. That's right. Certified trainers, unlimited sessions with best-in-class equipment. Plus, there's over 2,700 convenient locations to choose from, with most open 24 hours. Save $28 or more today when you join Planet Fitness for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends April 11th. See Home Club for details.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
It's called an upgrade.
I got nothing here.
Upgrade.
I got nothing.
Upgrade. Welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, the fastest 2 hours in radio. It is the Captain Show. It is me, Bach, and the Captain here at the studio on 1040 O Street. Bach, let's hear a little bit more Hogerson.
All right, let's keep going with Daniel Hogerson
Yeah.
here. I think this is kind of interesting. He's talking about adding.
Hold on. Let's get this Gus Mohawk out the way.
No, I'm not
Let's
answering
get
that
it out of the
question.
way. I'll answer. Let's
No,
get it.
you ain't answering it. Get the Hogerson. We're not answering that question, Gus, because that's not a debate to me. You know, between Nick Saban and Coach Osborne, that's not a debate. It is nothing to debate. The reason why Nick Saban was able to do what he was able to do was because he emulated Coach Osborne.
Well, he coached longer too. Coach Osborne stopped at 60. Nick kept going to what?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I'm saying when you talk about the GOAT debate, you know what I mean? I get it, but Alabama came and studied when he was at Michigan State. He came and studied what we did at Nebraska. He studied it.
Also played us twice.
But they studied it.
But I see what Gus is saying because Coach Osborne stopped at 60. If he would have coached till he was 70, he probably would have won 3-4.
He might have been, and he might have died.
Well,
so let's not say that. Let's not. I get it, but Coach Osborne retired when he retired not just because he wanted to retire, but because of health issues as well. And I would much rather look back on it and say, do we want Coach Osborne to keep on going and going through all the things that he went through? We put Coach Osborne through a lot of stuff during those last years, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that had to be stressful going through the things that we went through in 95, 94, 93, gunshots, all this, that, and the third. And then for him why wouldn't you want to go out on your shield?
We went
out as a winner.
It's called a debate. That's what we're doing. He's debating.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's a debate. I think at the end of the day, Coach Osborne's still the greatest coach in the history of college football. Period. And if I got to come and train under you, if I got to come learn, because I can't beat you. I know you've been beating the brakes off me for years.
I know I have.
And so what do? I say, hey, Terrell, can I come over to your house and learn what you learned? And can you teach me what you know? So that one day I can beat you. Once I learn, even though if I retire, you can't beat me. But I can beat everybody else with the information that you gave. So I don't, that discussion to me is a moot point. Nick Saban's number 2. Is that good enough for you?
In the Husker book.
No, Nick Saban is number 2 to me because he went to multiple schools before he figured it out. Coach Osborne was at the same school and figured it out. So that's what I'm talking about. He had to go. He didn't stay at Michigan State and figured it out at Michigan State. He didn't. Did he?
Has Michigan State ever won?
I don't know whether they won or not. My point is he had to go to the LSUs of the world and then the Alabamas of the world in order to get to, at that point of time, those athletes were the bomb.com. And you say what you want, Nick Saban. I hope you're not listening, but I'm going to say this anyway. They were doling out the money in the SEC all the way up until this whole NIL deal came about. They was giving out hundreds of thousands of dollars. Cars. Did you know Nick Saban owned all the luxury dealerships in Alabama? Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if I'm a potential guy?
Nick's not a cheater.
Oh man.
Not gonna lie.
You know why Nick Saban retired? Why do you think he retired?
If I had 7 national titles and 65, 7, how old is he, Bob?
He's 73.
73. Why coach?
When did he win the last one?
What, 2021? 20?
2020 would have been his last. Yeah.
So 2020, which was COVID, would have been the last one. He coached another 3 years after that. So, and didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
Opportunity, but didn't win.
Didn't win the title.
That's what I'm talking about. It only matters if you win the championship. My point is, didn't win. Why? You know why? Because the playing field is level now. Nick Saban you can't look at Alabama. In this day, no one would look at Alabama because of the money that Nebraska can pay and be like, oh, I want to go to Alabama.
No, the name itself speaks for it.
You remember when we first started this, me and Nick used to go over this when we looked at the stars that Alabama got. They was 5 and 4 stars across the board. That was before the NIL deal, before all of this. And why? Why was the SEC so strong? LSU. All those teams back then. And they're still strong. They're not as strong, though. Well, now you're seeing the Big Ten.
Why they're stronger now?
The Big Ten take over as the strongest conference in the country.
No, because
SEC's not the strongest conference in the country.
Because recruiting is probably better down there in the South.
It used to be.
It's
not anymore.
No, it's no. At first it was California, Pennsylvania, but now, like Georgia's getting the big boys. Florida, I mean, they spreading them out now.
Georgia's been getting the big boys. They've been paying everybody, it's a level playing field now.
Yeah, it's level.
So now you can't get a team like a Nick Saban, Alabama, where they're going to be able to go get 5 4 stars at the same position. They ain't doing it.
Nobody's going to be able to do that.
But that's why, to me, I think Nick Saban got out. Again, in my opinion, I feel like he saw the writing on the wall and was like, you know what? This is a perfect segue for me to get into commentating football. And rightfully so. He'll always be the second greatest coach ever to coach college football behind Coach Osborne. And I'm not being biased. I'm just looking at it from the perspective of Coach did from the beginning of his career to the end. How he changed. When the NCAA has to change rules because of you, that means you are a trailblazer. How many rules, text line's open, how many rules do you think the NCAA changed because of Coach Osborne? You can't cut anymore. Who you think that was about? Who was the best cutting team ever in the history of Nebraska? When we're talking about cutting down fields, it's what made us who we were. It's why Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Damon Benning, Jeff McAvicker, Joe McAvicker, all the great running backs and fullbacks got the extra yards down the field was because they had receivers and tight ends running down the field, chopping people down. Guess what? You can't do that anymore. It's tackle to tackle now.
Well, answer me this question then. So when we talk about recruiting now, this day and age, let's talk about this. USC has 22 commitments right now. 22.
Okay, and 26.
Yeah,
okay.
For 26. Number 1 recruiting class.
Well, they should be because they're not
85 team.
Every
7 and 16 box.
All the other teams are trying to get in the transfer portal. They want to win now.
No.
How many transfer portals did USC get out of this class? Or are those all incoming freshmen?
These are all incoming freshmen.
That's what I'm telling you. Nobody else in the 2026 class has went out and offered scholarships to that many kids in that class.
Let me see.
That's, to me, when you offer a guy and you got that many people in 2026, you either got to have some great vision about what you're trying to see and about what these players can become. Or you're smart. You want to be the first one to the table. Because if I'm the first one to how many Clemson got? Commits.
13. How many we got?
3. How many Iowa State has from the state of Nebraska? That's what we were talking about
5
yesterday. Yeah, 5 or 6 for 2026. And I just heard this, a little birdie put in my ear, that they may just snatch the lips off of that quarterback. If that happens, if that quarterback, what's his name that went to Miller South or is West Side? Yeah. If that quarterback goes to Iowa State, they win games, you got a problem.
Well, did you see the latest? He was offered by Iowa last night. You have big problems if he goes to Iowa and wins games too.
Well, again, you put yourself in a bad position because in this climate, here's what happens. If they say, we got to take this kid, What just happened to Dayton?
Well, we're gonna lose a kid. I mean, we're gonna lose one we got. Then probably gonna be two then. The kid, what's that kid name from Florida Bach again? That cornerback?
Corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, CJ Bronow, one of their commits, the 4-star of the three, his recruiting is blowing up. He's a top 100 type player now, and he's taking visits elsewhere.
Oh, he's opening the back up.
Basically, yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay. He has he hasn't decommitted, but he is taking other visits.
And again, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can be early to the party or late to the party, but it's better to be on time to the party. And I think you want to go after guys that really want to be at your university, not guys that are just willing to. If I commit to the University of Nebraska a year before I'm able to go, I don't take visits nowhere else unless I'm considering it, because I'm committed and I'm all in to the University of Nebraska.
Now look, here. Now this is what he's committed to Nebraska.
Uh-huh.
But look at the predictions, how they just dwindling.
Well, I mean, you're basically saying Oklahoma's in the driver's seat to Canny. But when you got Tennessee, UCF is at the party? Penn State's at the party?
Yeah. He's going to Florida next. He's going to visit Florida also.
Again, why would he be going to visit Florida if he thought Nebraska was where he's supposed to be?
Because coaches don't hold the leverage like they did against how they held it against us. They don't hold the leverage.
They hold the,
what did Frank Solis
say to you? What did Frank
Solis say to you?
Hold up a second. I know what he said. He told me if I go on, we're going to pull the scholarship. I know. But here's the deal. They can pay money right now. Now, what they can tie that to, I don't know. But it's a little eerie. It's a little eerie to me that you're going to let these young men and whoever their handlers are hold your institution ransom. So what I was telling you was, and when they can't go get him because you got Dylan Raiola, you've offered Dayton Raiola, and now if you go get another quarterback that's in the same class, who's that might tick off? Huh? Y'all don't be scared to answer.
Dayton or the Raiolas in general?
The Raiolas in general.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you get out there, you have to go and accept what you put out there. Well, and you're gonna have to cultivate that.
Well, this is a funny thing because you got Dylan. You get another quarterback in 25 that we got in TJ?
Lateef, yeah.
Lateef. You're gonna get Dylan in 26. And then another quarterback in 27 who's supposed to be better than the two that you got now. I mean, the one that you got and the ones you get in the next year after that.
I don't know who that is, but I'm not so for sure that TJ Lateef, he gonna be a player now.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say that Dayton's gonna be able to just take over.
Yeah,
TJ
Dayton's
Lateef.
not a lock to be a starter.
No.
He's just the brother of Dylan Raiola.
Yeah, well, but you got to think, if Dylan does well this year, he'll probably play one more and go to the league, right? You think he'll end this? He'll finish his career in 4?
Oh, I don't think that's his plan.
Well, he's going to be a sophomore, so if he has a good year, if he goes, let's say he go 10-2, then he come back next year and they go 10-2 again. I can't see him sticking around for another year.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
I mean, you got to think 2026, his brother would be here. And then he's going to have a year to play with his brother. In a perfect world, I would say stay. Why would you go?
Well, it'll depend on where he's at in the draft boards and such, I think.
I know, but I guess I get it. You're getting more money. The bag is bigger. So, yeah, take your opportunity and get the heck out of Dodge. But I don't know. They're giving out a lot of money these days in college. I think I would take the easy road.
Dad said, did they offer Dayton because of his brother? Simple question.
Who you asking? Me?
Yeah.
Why don't you answer it?
Yeah. Okay.
You say yeah?
Yeah.
I would say it had something to do with it. I think
it's a bargain deal. It's a deal.
But Dayton can play now. Not like he's just a bum. He can play football.
Yeah, but
you spin it.
You offered the kid before he even had a down of high school football.
His offers are still Nebraska, Appalachian State, Charlotte.
Ooh. Nobody else came to the party?
Not as of yet.
They probably won't. Just they know he's going to Nebraska. Maybe they won't go to the party because they know Nebraska's already offered. His brother's there, his uncle's there, his dad is alumni. Stop. Come on, y'all put it together. Right?
5'11", 215 pounds.
No, he's taller than 5'11".
I'm just, hey.
He's taller than 5'11". I just saw him. He's taller than 5'11". Give us some more Holgerson. Would you please, Bob?
All right,
Give us some Holgerson, man.
One Holgerson before we get out of here. For this segment, of course. Here's Holgerson on adding GoPros to the quarterbacks and the benefit of doing so.
I saw it for the first time at TCU. TCU was doing that, and so I was like, I asked Coach Dykes, Sonny, I was like, so what? Tell me about this GoPro thing, because I was in the defensive huddle, right, and I was on the defensive side, and so I didn't watch that angle. So I went in there and watched a little bit of it. It's 100% for communication. It's not about where your eyes are. It's not about any of that. It's 100% communication. Now, you can kind of see them looking this way and kind of looking this way. And when they run, they moan. And, if they ever get bumped, they grunt. All that's kind of funny. If they make a bad pass, they say cuss words. And but it's about the communication. So a lot of times, because we're not in that huddle. And so we don't know what's being said. Even like I'm talking to him, telling him to play, but I don't know what he's saying to the group. And so, you get another funny part is you see the other 10 like looking at the quarterback, and you can tell if they're confused at times. Like, hey, what do I got? The stuff that you don't see because you're on the sidelines, you're in the huddle, and so you get the communication. You can hear exactly what the play call is, if they screwed it up, if they said the wrong formation, if they said the wrong protection. So it really holds the quarterbacks accountable for what they're saying. And then it's the cadence. Especially if you're under center, there's a little bit more cadence than if you're in the huddle. Dylan is just next level, telling everybody what to do, making checks, changing protections, making alert calls. It gives coaches just all the answers as far as what was said out there. I think it originated from Hard Knocks, if I'm not mistaken. I know the Dolphins did it and they used it as a teaching tool for new guys. Like, this is what it's going to sound like in the huddle. And you're going to have to be able to like leave the huddle and go to the line of scrimmage and line up based on what you hear from the quarterback, not what you see from the coaches.
That last part, there's a part of me that I think, okay, yeah, that's okay, but is this just like overkill? Like, because I do remember seeing all the quarterbacks with those GoPros on, and are we overkilling it? Right? If you tell a quarterback 47 dive pass to the lay flat, you mean to tell me that he might not? And here's why I think this could be good. Because if the quarterback doesn't call the play exactly how you called it, or you start to figure out what his checks were, it can help out. Other than that, I don't know how much of help it'll be, because you can't keep a GoPro on in real-time situations because it's going to get knocked off. So.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I at least like, the idea to see inside the huddle, right? I mean, there's nothing that can replicate that. So you can kind of see different players even about, okay, what's this assignment here? Does he look confused coming out of the huddle on this play? What's the, so I think there is benefits to it. I think when you first say a GoPro, strap a GoPro to a quarterback, I think it's kind of what he was initially saying was it's not going to be the technicalities of the game that you see. I mean, that you would like live action play. It's more for the huddle. So I don't think there's anything that's, that can replicate being in a huddle, and the coaches aren't in that huddle. They want to want to believe that what they're saying is being repeated in that huddle, that it's being, that the instructions getting across. So I think that can be, but with that, I think it's minimally helpful, but helpful.
Yeah, we are in my opinion, we're dumbing down the football players. Okay, because before you had a playbook, it was elaborate playbook that you had to go through. You had to find different things, different checks that had all the information in it. Now everything's on a computer. It's digitalized. It is where you can go and watch the video, which is completely different, because if I'm on the football field, knowing that I've got a whole nother series coming, and I'm looking at the last play and trying to break that down, I don't know necessarily if college football minds can do that. And I think we got to get back to making sure that if we call one play, it tells all 11 players what to do on that one play. Again, I use 47 die pass 2 to lay flat because that tells everybody what to do on that particular play. Just what I said. Now, the checks is 2 opposite. Tap on the helmet. 2 opposite. Tap on the helmet. Or he can check 47-42. So if you check 47-42, that's checking to 42 die. I taught you something. 93.7 The Ticket, fastest 2 hours in radio.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Allow me to get a bit sappy. For women, jewelry isn't just a gift. It's a timeless symbol of love and appreciation. You have to get this right. No fleeting trends or gadgets will make the impact. Every time she wears it, every time she gets a compliment, you win. Trust me, guys. You'll get your money worth. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experience. Join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
Make sure you tune in every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. for all things youth football with Tank Perry and learn how the game of youth football has grown in and around the capital city with coaches, athletic directors, and league commissioners telling you all about it. It's All Things Youth Football with Tank Perry and Jim Sandman every Saturday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, man, I thought that was his last segment. We have 2 more.
What you thinking about, man? I got to stand up. You a little drowsy. Come on, man. Give us some Holgerson so we can get to our running backs coach.
All right, let's get more to Daniel Holgerson the other day at the press conference. Let's go to his thoughts on Cortez Mills and Isaiah Mosey and what they have seen from them as they are early enrolling.
Both those guys are going to they will be contributors in the fall. Okay, so they will continue to get better. We'll continue to figure out what they do well. On one-on-one reps, those guys probably have the highest percentage success rate. They that very rarely do DBs get their hands on those guys. They have the unique ability to be able to stay away from defenders. They're not very strong, so the contested catch stuff is not probably is what you want it at this point. But those guys do a good job with body control and just playing the game. Now their heads are spinning, which slows them down some, but they really do a good job. They're talented young men. They're 2 very talented kids that will play this year.
Good. Yeah, he said it all. Come on. I don't want to. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, there are thoughts. I mean, what do you guys think about? He said both those guys will play as true freshmen. The veteran wide receiver group. How much do you think they can contribute? Because obviously fans will think right away, okay, well, what are we going to get out of these guys if they're going to play as true freshmen?
I don't. In my opinion, I wouldn't play them. I would redshirt them. I get it. But don't go into the transfer portal if you're going to play freshmen. That's just me.
Well, one of them has to play. We lost one guy earlier this week. The guy from Kentucky that
Hartley Gilmore.
Yeah. So you only have Dane Key and Nazir Hunter and
Barney.
You
got young guys.
Yeah, you got young guys. I think the guy from what's that school in Omaha last year? He had a good camp before he messed his knee. He was having an excellent camp.
I mean, you've got Quinn Clark. You've got some other guys in that room. I think they can contribute. I'm always leery when you go out and you go get a guy who you really don't think your room is good when you can go out and get 3 or 4 guys that's better than the room. That means the room is suffering.
Yeah.
So,
it's not a great room.
No.
But you still got to add Bonner in there.
Bonner, there you go. Okay.
Did talk about him the other day. It's a deep room.
Demetrius Bell coming off of injury.
Demetrius Bell, that's the guy.
That's what he's talking about. Yeah.
Demetrius Bell had a good camp last year before he got hurt. So there you got Quinn Clark coming off a red shirt. It's a lot of bodies in that room.
You got some bodies. I like that receiver room. I think it's going to help us, but I don't think you can keep going into the portal and getting these 1 and 2 year guys that you stick in front of guys that you're trying to develop. you're gonna make them mad just like we did before, right? And then guys are gonna want to go. So I think you got to have a good mix of portal guys with guys that you develop, and it's got to be a really, really, how do they say that? Really happy medium there.
Well, it's interesting. Obviously, Dane Key coming in, he's a one and done, so you just kind of rent him for a year. But Isaiah Hunter's got a few years left, so he's kind of in between that proven player left with plenty of potential. Here's Holgerson on Isaiah Hunter's potential and development.
Yeah, he plays strong. He plays physical. You could see that on video. When we recruited him, he would make contested catches. He would run through, break tackles. Physical. He's a physical guy. He's 205 pounds. And plays physical. I've coached 210-pound guys that don't play physical. Isaiah does. He's got above average speed. He got behind a corner on a go route here, which I haven't seen that since I've been here. As a wideout, just actually like running by somebody and catching it over his shoulder. I mean, that was encouraging. But he plays physical. At this level, you're gonna have to run through stuff. You're gonna have to make contested catches when people are on your back. And he possesses the ability to be able to do that. So does Dane. Dane's a vet. And Isaiah is just a sophomore. He's just got 1 year under his belt. But it's good to see. I didn't think he looked great in mat drills, in the off season stuff. He's just never used to it. He's never done it in his life. He's never done that, but when the pads came on, okay. Yeah. That's why we recruited him.
And I think he's going to be electrifying. I like what I saw out of him. I think he's a great, not only possession receiver, but he just has a knack of getting open. And then after the catch, I'm telling you, he's got some skills to get down the field and get missing. I like this receiving core with this quarterback core. I like this core of offense. I told you, this is my favorite offense in a long time, probably since Trey Palmer in that offense. What you got?
All right, let's go back to his thoughts on the wide receivers as a whole, as a core.
Yeah, that's a work in progress too. Just from this is how we're going to do it type thing. That's not going to happen overnight either. I mean, fortunately, you have you got some vets in there like I consider Luke a skill guy. Lindenmeyer. I mean, he's a veteran guy that is coming into his own. Dane Key's played a lot. He gets more comfortable with Dylan every day. Is starting to show up. Bonner is a tough guy. That's a skill guy that plays a whole lot of things and a lot of just a tough guy that plays fast. And then Jacory's a vet as well. And Isaiah Hunter made a couple of plays today that I've been waiting on him. So it's starting to make sense to those guys that have logged reps, and then, the young guys just got to keep plugging away. A lot of times those guys their heads spinning. We've got pretty much everything in. And I call it like, if we get into situational stuff, third downs, everything's on the table. It's not just the plays of the day. You get down into the red zone, everything's on the table. It's not just the plays of the day. So you can see their heads, the younger guys, Cortez and Isaiah, those guys are, their heads are spinning when you put it all together, which is understandable. The good news is it's spring practice, going on number 10. So we got 5 more opportunities to coach them and then come back in June and work more football, before the real deal happens.
I mean, I think he's, mediocre. He kind of likes the room, but it's work to do. You can't. That's all I could say to that. I like to hear what the coach says about his room, though. What else you got?
Yeah, he's got more thoughts here on the running backs here. Here's on the running backs and who is showing out right now.
Yeah, Emmett's Emmett. He's playing well. Quentin Ives is showing up. And the rest of them are all just young. That just need 100 reps. They need 1,000 reps at things. So they're giving good effort. EJ, we'll talk a little bit more about those guys when he comes up. But just young guys that need to come on. They need to keep playing and keep repping to see who that third guy can be, because that third guy is going to happen. I've never went into a season where the third guy is not a reality at some point. And the fourth guy is not a reality at some point. So those guys need to understand that and treat every practice like it's I got to get better at something time.
Yeah, I'm hearing too deep. We're too deep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. We're too deep when we need somebody out of the other 5 to step up.
That's interesting because all offseason, that was kind of a prevailing thought, and wondering when Nebraska would go to the portal and where they would add depth, and pretty much feeling like the situation might end up like this. Obviously, they have faith in those younger guys that they might reach there at some point, but yeah, that's not something. If you were thinking, well, they've gotten maybe something up their sleeve there. It sounds like they're too deep at this point, like you said.
Right. All right. We got running backs, coach.
We do.
Let's get to a couple of them because we want to end it on a big finish for the weekend. Spring game, couple weeks out.
Husker games.
Husker games. My bad. the spring Husker games.
There you go.
Is a couple weeks out. Okay. Prepare yourself for them. Should be exciting. 93.7 The Ticket, Captain Show.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best they can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. Tailored Landscapes is on the brink of spring cleanups for all their existing customers, and they have limited spots available. They trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give Tailored Landscapes a call at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of their designers and stop by the Tailored Life store in Bennett. Join Nebraska softball for another action-packed weekend on April 18th and 19th as they face Indiana at Bowlin Stadium. The top 25 ranked Huskers are hot and ready to show off their dominance in the Big Ten during this 2-game series. Plus, Saturday is Kids Day. There will be family activities throughout the game and an egg hunt with the team after the final out. You won't want to miss this weekend at the ballpark, April 18th and 19th. For event and ticket information, head to huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Hey, what are you talking about over there?
Huh?
I said, what are you talking about?
You know, Bill, I think it's time for both of us to get our hearing checked. We should head over to Christensen Hearing Analytics.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about them. They offer a free hearing consultation and screening, affordable hearing aid prices, and a knowledgeable staff with over 30 years of experience.
Visit Christensen Hearing Analytics today in Williamsburg Village or give them a call at 402-489-3450. Christensen Hearing Analytics. A better life starts with better hearing.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Make plans to stop by Corn Coast Brewing this Saturday, April 12th for their Ales Helping Tales event, partnered with Parkview Animal Hospital. This semi-annual fundraiser collects donations and sells raffle tickets to raise money for Vets Get Pets, a program in the Nebraska Department of Veteran Affairs that helps with adoption fees for veterans. A special beer will be brewed, and the first 100 customers who buy the beer will receive a special edition Stadium Cup. That's all this Saturday at Corn Coast Brewing at 14th and Yankee Hill.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Pre-order your Hog Wild slow smoked Easter ham today. Hog Wild selects the highest quality whole ham and slow smokes them until they're tender and delicious. Our 100% boneless ham is approximately 4 pounds and $50. Pre-order online at gohogwild.com. Quantities are limited. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue. 10 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball. Early break.
How to present the card.
Present your credit card or your debit card. And you're presenting generally
At first,
debit.
when you said that, I thought you were talking about your business card. And I go, so you're giving them your business card. Thank you. And I'm Steve Sipple from On3. And if you need to log in, do that.
You will get an occasional, like
with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Bush from 6 to 9 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer.
Oh, yeah.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, yeah, Lincoln. Get the blood flowing. Yeah. Get the blood flowing, Lincoln. Get it going. All right. Get it going. 93.7 The Ticket style. On this Good Sense Friday, we just going to rock out a little bit before we hear TJ Barthel do his thing and tell us about these running backs. Yeah. Okay, Bob, you better give us TJ. We don't got a lot of time.
All right. Let's go to EJ Barthel. Here's him on the freshman, both Parker and Booth.
You know, Parker's got some injuries he's dealing with. I'll let Coach Rule handle that. He's got some things going on, so he's not in practice with us today, but nothing major. But watching him practice, he's got natural instincts, really good vision, really good feel for the rush skills. He really understands the run game. So, but right now he needs to focus on his body, get healthy. Connor Booth, same deal. You know, I think the big question with him was, you know, everyone, not from our perspective, but the noise from the outside was always a Nebraska kid, blah, 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 blah. You know, he ran for almost 3,000 yards. Can he do that at a big, like, the kid belongs here. There's no doubt about it. You know, he's showing every day, getting better and better and better. He's showing that he belongs. And so we're really happy about where he's at.
Did he talk about my guy? Makai?
Not that one. Let me see if I can find one.
Find one. Yeah, I mean, those younger guys, like I said, like Connor Booth, they're all raw. Right? They're all raw, and they're going to need a year. Like, if I'm those guys, I want a red shirt. I want to get bigger. I want to go against the older upperclassmen guys because I get to hone my skills against those guys. I don't want to run from it. Give us another one.
This is on figuring out whose role is what in filling those shoes.
Today was our first kind of shot at that right now. Quentin had a really good day today in short yardage. You know, I know we'll give JB carried the ball for us a little bit. So he's a guy that can carry the ball. We got some other guys in the room. I mean, Quentin, Emmett can be a short yardage runner if we need him to be. Makai runs hard. Makai's ability to run the football is not something we have in question right now. Makai's just a young guy that needs the experience. But so we have some guys that can run the football in those situations. So we'll be fine there. And Quentin's really developing himself into that role right now.
I still say Makai's the guy. I like him a lot. I really and truly think he will emerge as, if not, he'll emerge as a 2A or a 2B. I don't think he'll just be a backup. I think that kid has the most upside, if you ask me. All right, you got another one?
Yeah, here's EJ Barthel on not being worried about developing players and making Dante Dalladell.
Yeah, when we got Dante here, he had 18 snaps. And a lot of people didn't think he was good enough. You know what I mean? So, and then we had a spring. He had a spring here, and he was going through the same process Makai and Quentin went through. He had to learn protection. He had to learn identifying fronts pre-snap. He had to learn where your eyes have to be on every single run. He had to learn his read keys. He had to learn the menu. You know what I mean? So when he was at the place he was at before us, he was a scout team running back. He wasn't getting coached well. So when we got him, he was basically a high school freshman. And then through the course of spring, the course of summer, training camp, you saw what the kid could do on the field. And that's why, when the portal came open, everybody went after him because they could see the kid's got 3 years left and what the trajectory he was on. I'm not trying to take credit for his work. That's not what I'm saying, but that process is happening now with Makai and Quentin. So we're fairly confident that those guys will hit that trajectory as well.
Y'all want me to take this, huh?
Go ahead.
I don't know how you can. How do you go after a guy running back if you don't know what he can do? If we didn't know what this Oregon kid can do, why did we go after him? That's just a question I would have. Why would we go after him? Because obviously this is a guy who is going to take the next best deal, and why he left to Kentucky. What was in the room and what made him leave to go to Kentucky? Let's ask that question. What was the cause of transferring to Kentucky? Was it money? Couldn't have been that because you just came here and you were highly touted.
More like starting row. Didn't want to split time. Want to be that feature back.
Okay.
Not a two-headed monster type of guy.
I don't know if I'm looking at my career and I had me and Terrell and we both could play running back and get it done, high five each other, encourage each other, and we can get it done at a high level together. I would much rather me and him do it because it takes miles off of my body. The collisions that LP went through when you go back and watch them 1993, I don't wish that on anybody.
From my understanding, Dante wasn't necessarily intent on leaving until, and this is where you get into
they gave him the money.
Are. Well, you're right. I don't think he was particularly interested in going to the transfer portal even until he got a call that told him a certain amount that Kentucky is willing to give him.
Yeah, well, again, the grass ain't green on the other side, and I think if he had stayed there, if you could get that kid like that to stay, now you got a 1-2 punch. You got a serious 1-2 punch. But, good luck to him. Hopefully he can, get everything that he wants to at Kentucky. I don't think Kentucky is a good running football team, me personally, and I think he's going to get beat up. That's just me. I think we're a better running football team than we've been in a long time. And I guarantee you they're going to prove that.
All right, let's get one more from Barthel. This is on Quentin Ives. He's talked about him being the short yardage back. Here's him on Quentin Ives' ideal body weight.
I think right now where he's at, anywhere from 208 pounds to 218 pounds, as long as he can maintain his speed at his body weight, which he has been able to do. I think he weighed 214, 215 today. But if you watch him run a choice route, he can run a route like a smaller back. So that's the uniqueness of the kid. He's got flexibility. He's got twitch. He's got speed. He's got power. So really impressed. Now he's got to go do it. Now it's his time. He's got to go do it.
He's got to go do it. It's his time. I like EJ's approach to this year. He's getting after it. He's as aggressive as he's ever been as far as a running backs coach get. But I do think he's going to need 3. I think Quentin Ives has got a little bit of ways to go, me personally. And I'm not the coach, but I like Hunter. I don't know what it is about that kid. He's got great vision. He's got a big heart, and he loves to play the game of football. Now, what's his other hang-ups? I don't know what he is when you talk about the classroom and the book work and knowing what he's doing. I don't know if that's up to par because he's a freshman, but his running ability is up to par. What do you got, Terrell?
Nothing much.
Call of Duty.
Nah, I don't know. Good day. Like, ride my scooter around.
Enjoy the weather, man. It is awesome outside, man.
Sit on the porch.
Bach, what about you?
I just want to say thanks again to Good Sense. Excellent Good Sense Friday sandwich, as usual.
Good sense. It just makes good sense for us to get
Bob
good sense every
Devaney
Friday.
Center name, John Cook Arena.
Oh, wow. Bob Devaney.
Yeah.
John Cook. Who plays in Bob Devaney?
The volleyball team.
Nice. Shout out to John Cook. Quite sure I'll talk to you before it's all said and done. Other than that, I don't know what else to talk about. I hope y'all enjoyed the show.
See you Monday.
We'll see you guys on Monday. Go Big Red.
Make plans to stop by Corn Coast Brewing this Saturday, April 12th for their Ales Helping Tales event, partnered with Parkview Animal Hospital. This semi-annual fundraiser collects donations and sells raffle tickets to raise money for Vets Get Pets, a program in the Nebraska Department of Veteran Affairs that helps with adoption fees for veterans. A special beer will be brewed, and the first 100 customers who buy the beer will receive a special edition Stadium Cup. That's all this Saturday at Corn Coast Brewing at 14th and Yankee Hill.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or